Today's video is brought to you by Oxido LED lighting. You might think that you can see just fine at night. Well, I did too, until I did this little upgrade. As you can see from this footage, here is some before Oxido LED lighting, and here is some after Oxido LED lighting. The difference is amazing. With high brightness and easy installation, Oxido LED lighting is definitely the route for you. They're easy to install, and they're available for all makes and models. Click on the link in the description below and enter promo code 612motorsports at checkout to get yourself 15% off. Now back to our video. Hello and welcome to another episode of 612 Motorsports. My name is Sean. Today we're going to be working on the S-10 again. Just taking care of a little problem that we've been having. But before we get into that, I'd like to encourage you all to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hit that notification bell, give a thumbs up. All that stuff really helps out a lot, and I greatly appreciate it. Let's get into our project today. The issue that we're going to be trying to tackle today is a vacuum issue. Now this is a 1995, so things are still run off of a vacuum actuator. There's a canister, there's a bunch of vacuum lines. That's going to take care of things as far as your vents. When you hit your vent selector, if you want defrost, dash, floor, it's going to take care of stuff like that. It's also going to take care, there's vacuum lines that go up to the brake booster, and there's a lot of things that run off of that. But the one issue that I really want to tackle today is I'm having a problem where when it's cold out, I start the vehicle up, it idles about 500 RPMs higher than it should. So then also when I'm driving down the freeway, down the highway, down any road, I'm running 500 RPMs higher than normal. Now that causes a few problems. One, burns more gas. Two, it's harder on the engine. Both of those things I can definitely live without. The reason I think it's a vacuum issue that's causing the RPMs to go higher than they need to be is the fact that if you take off a vacuum hose, it really revs up. So therefore, I'm guessing that it's a little problem with the vacuum. Now, I've gone ahead already and looked at all of the vacuum lines, and they're not cracked, weather checked, or brittle in any way. But I did notice a while back, I had a little area where 3 hoses were just kind of hanging. Now, I wasn't sure what went there, but I knew they all were connected, so I just put in a T. Well, that worked fine over the summer, but now that it's winter months and it's colder and things are happening, for some reason, that T just isn't cutting it anymore. I asked a service technician at a local repair shop what the issue might be, and he said there is a check valve that goes there. After doing some digging, I picked one up. Let's put it in and see if that fixes the problem. First off, I'll show you what I mean by it revving higher. So as you can see, it's at 1,000. In the summer months, it's at 500. Even though it's down to like 800 now, I don't care how long you let the vehicle warm up or sit running for however long. I can drive a half an hour, turn the car off, let it sit for a while I'm shopping or something, come back, and it'll still be like this sometimes. It's kind of intermittent, but the colder it gets, the longer it stays running higher. So let's take a peek under the hood and see what we can figure out. Okay, so what I'm actually looking at is right here. This is a vacuum ball. These are the lines that I was talking about. I have 3. The one goes to the back vacuum ball, comes down. There's one here that goes to the motor, and then there's another one right here that goes to the canister. So this is the little T, the white deal that I was talking about that I put in. So what I'm going to do is try to put that check valve in. This is it here. It's a 2-port check valve. Now, I don't have a lot of hose down here, so this is going to be a little tricky. Okay, as you can see, we've got the check valve in place, hose running up to the back of the vacuum ball here. This hose runs around the motor and hooks right here. And this third one, I believe, runs to the vacuum canister inside the fender here, which I cannot access at this moment. So, this is what it looks like. Let's fire it up and see if it works. That is my favorite part of winter. They call it hoarfrost around here, but what it's caused by is foggy mornings. You get all this buildup on the trees, and it's probably the best part of winter for me anyway. I enjoy seeing it. As you can see, it's still pretty foggy out this morning, but beautiful nevertheless. Okay, so normally I would have to shift at 1500. Not quite 2, it's a little bit better, but not 100% yet. Let's try getting up to speed here. Let's say 60, 65 freeway-ish or county roads. We're not bad. Not bad. Looks like we're at about 1700 RPMs. I'd like to see it at 15, but I guess, hell, that's a lot better than running at 2 or 2200 RPMs. Telling me to shift into 5th gear at 40, 45 miles an hour. That's not where I want to be. And then still running at 2000 RPMs at that speed. So, I don't know. I guess I'm kind of on the fence. It worked a little bit, but I think it could have probably worked a little bit better. So it didn't quite take care of all the problem or fix it 100% to my satisfactory. Oh, but look there, now we're at 5.6. So I think we might be okay. I've got a little bit of a journey ahead of me here this evening, so I'll run it through and see what happens, how it holds up, and we'll just kind of go from there. Keep an eye on it anyway. I'm not going to freak out about it because there's honestly not a whole lot I can physically do about it, but we'll see what happens. So I guess we got as much of that taken care of as we possibly can today. I do feel pretty good about it. Like I said, not 100% perfect, but it is better than it was. It's just something that has kind of come up and you really needed to take care of. I just didn't want to wreck the engine. You know, it does have over 300,000 miles on it. I don't want to hurt it at all. I want to try to get as many miles out of it as I can. using as little amount of gas as possible. So I think we might have put a check next to each one of those items today, but time will tell. As always, stay positive, work hard, and make it happen.